Welcome back to Heil. It's time for part 2 of this Baja doubleheader with another 2-day spin through the Nefud Desert. The competitors will have had a chance to sample some of the local scenery over the weekend, but it was soon back to work. The mechanics busy gearing up for Baja Heil 2. Essa Aldosari, the winner of this event in 2018 and 2019, keen to get going again. It's very nice terrain, although it varies throughout the stage with stones and sand, etc. Really nice, but very tricky. You need good navigation, and you have to be focused because there are lots of drops. You really have to pay attention. The big guns are ready for another rumble in the cars, with Nasser Al Attiyah targeting a second victory and the FIA World Cup title. Yeah, of course, it's nice, you know, because if we go back a little bit to the Andalusia Rally, we won that, and we came here for Baja 1, which I won as well. Baja 2 is another race. I'm sure that everybody wants to win, but yeah, we have a good plan and we're just trying to manage things well, get another nice victory and win the title before Dakar. That would be amazing. Well, this is the longest of all 4 stages this week, 311 kilometres around Baja to the northeast of Heil. An early start as ever for the bikers. Adrian van Beveren is the man to beat, although it's also worth keeping your eye on local rider Michel Algenheim, as well as Polish youngster Konrad Dabrowski.
Yeah, definitely a fast track. Maybe some tricky dune crossings, but not a lot of dunes. I don't expect a lot of dunes.
So he's the local, so we have to trust him.
So the bikers and the quads getting underway. Abdelmajid Akulaifi came second in the quads during the first Baja. The man from Riyadh looking to go one better here. But it wasn't an easy day for navigation. Algenheim losing his way a bit, even if he later explained that he'd been extremely focused at the start. The Saudi biker soon caught by Riyad Al-Shamari, who knows these tracks like the back of his hand. The local man looking to double up after winning Baja Heil 1 in the quads. Well, arguably the performance of the day went to this man, Anas Al-Ruayani. 4th quickest last week, but today he was second on his KTM. He was faster than both Dabrowski and Algenheim. This man, though, untouchable. A 3rd day of racing, a 3rd victory for Adrian van Beveren. The French star looking comfortable as he continues to gear up for the Dakar. Although he once again admitted it wasn't all plain sailing around Baja. I had a couple of close shaves actually, opening the piste. Slightly broken dunes with drops behind them. On the bike I was able to change tracks, but in the cars, I mean, given how they were battling up at the front, I wouldn't be surprised if they have some problems a bit later. Smiles all around then, Van Beveren taking the win by just over 35 minutes. Now, how would you fancy a driving lesson from a 3-time Dakar champion? French driver Ronan Chabot was lucky enough to go for a spin with Nasser Al Attiyah, the winner of Baja Heil 1 and a master of the dunes.
No problem, you wouldn't.
Thank you very much.
No problem, my pleasure.
Ready? You start?
Yeah.
Today Shabo is with the Toyota team. He's got a new car and it's the same as mine. So of course I want to give him some tips and help him out as much as possible.
You know, you need to always use the cars easily.
Yes,
you know?
I saw.
You put here, no, here no. Here always you do this one, but when you do here, you control here. You know, yeah, and you know the gears when you change, clack, clack like this, not like this, not like this. Always touch, pump, 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 pump. Always good gears before the corner.
It seems so easy when I look you. It's easy. So we change?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems so easy when he's behind the wheel.
Now switch. Yes, good driver, I'm co-driver.
I'm going to be Shabo's co-driver for the first time. I hope it all goes all right.
Always with the right gears and not too much throttle, you know, and just I keep everything simple, very smooth. But it's perfect, you know, if you do it like this with this car, it's very good.
Going faster doesn't mean going flat out, going into the drops like a madman. He makes the difference because he's a desert fox. He reads the dunes so well. He's always looking what's behind them, so he knows what's coming next. And he explains things very clearly. So it was nice. Thank you, Nasser. Onto the cars, and there is a lot to play for over the next 2 days. 7 crews can theoretically win the FIA Baja's World Cup. Bernhard ten Brinker is just half a point off the lead.
Yeah, we lose some points the last Baja, and now we need to push in front of Vasiljev, and of course we need as close as possible behind Nasser, and yeah, let's see how it's going.
Well, this is the man who leads the way in the FIA standings, Vladimir Vasiljev. The Russian won on home soil back in February before lockdown, and he managed to come 5th today, with ten Brinker down in 7th after a couple of punctures. Well, several of the top drivers could also snaffle the crown, although Yazid Al-Raji isn't one of them. The Saudi star contenting himself with a solid outing in that Toyota Hilux. He was 4th today, and he's still in contention for a 6th Baja Heil title. Well, no prizes for guessing the top 3. Stefan Petterhansel on the bottom step of the podium as he continues to iron out the kinks with his new co-driver, Edouard Boulanger. Mr. Dakar cruising along nicely. Well, Nasser Al-Attiyah was untouchable during the first Baja, storming to victory by winning both stages. But it turns out he's human after all. The Qatari, who is openly targeting another World Cup crown, in 2nd place. He too had a few issues with punctures. One 3-time Dakar champion, pipped by another 3-time Dakar champion. Carlos Sainz going fastest on the day. The reigning Dakar winner enjoying a trouble-free outing. Putting that mini buggy through its paces and coming home around 2.5 minutes ahead of Al-Attiyah. No problems, a very smooth day today. When you start a bit further back, it's always easier. So the usual suspects leading the way, but who is going to take that World Cup title tomorrow? On to the nationals class with Salah Al Abdulali getting underway here. Car number 636, third overall at Baja 1, after winning the second of the two stages. And the Saudi driver looking to do an even better job this time around. Al Abdulali really looking on form again. That Hummer cruising along very nicely indeed. Now this is Swedish star Matthias Ekström. He's driving an all-new prototype SSV that's been developed by Yamaha and X-Raid. The former Rallycross world champion and a multiple winner of the Race of Champions, warming up for his maiden Dakar with an impressive 4th place. Well, after coming second on stage 1 of the first Baja, Munif Al-Shamari lost a lot of time on stage 2, but he's back in contention here. Coming third on this first stage. Second place going to Al-Mashna Al-Shamari. He was the winner of Baja 1. Al-Shamari's been having a whale of a time in his Nissan, the number 600. Another solid effort today, but he missed out on the stage victory by a couple of minutes. Al Abdulali making it back-to-back wins in his Hummer. After the first 70 kilometres I managed to take the lead, so I had 6 minutes in hand over the guys chasing me. After that there were lots of obstacles over a stretch of around 20 kilometres. The track was tough and I was forced to slow down so that I didn't damage the car. For the rest, it was pretty wide open spaces. I was able to cruise along at high speed, approaching 180 kilometres an hour. I'm very, very happy to have won this first stage with no problems. Hopefully I can secure the victory tomorrow and stand on the top step of that podium. Well, here's how they lined up then, but it's all still to play for in Wednesday's second stage, so do join us there.